Hello, chat. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh my, I might need to turn down my microphone. So I said I was gonna do a retro stream, like a little callback, and try to do like everything like old stuff. I noticed that. Hold on, chat. My microphone is peaking, but is this 2020? Not quite. 2022, I believe. But no, don't ever say that in my chat again. Guys, we have to be like in the times, guys. COVID. What happened in 2022? Is there what was the memes in 2022? Does it what was the brain rot? Will there be subway surfers for attention? Well, that's a thing, chat. We'll get into that. But first I wanted to talk about the microphone quality. Cause I don't remember there being like noise suppression on my microphone at all. I hope you guys are able to hear my mouse because that was an artifact of the old streams. I did turn on noise suppression. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Hopefully. Hopefully the audio is like picking up something. I don't know if that's the noise from my headphones or the thing, whatever it's called, the computer fan. I don't know if it's that. Live chat, my bad. Still to this day, I can't remember to do that. Ignore whatever's going on in the top of the chat because I was testing something out. Ignore those. But yeah, no, we're bringing back the old layout. We're bringing back the old mic. Unfortunately, I don't have the fireplace heater going on in my room because I don't have the fireplace heater in my room. Because I used to stream in my living room. White noise, perfect. That's good. That's good. That's great. That's what we want. Actually, I might go get my like wireless headphones and listen back to the stream. That might actually be helpful. Give me a second. Which I guess you guys would be able to hear me as I go get my no noise suppression. That sounds really good. Hold on. Hello again, friend. Let me try and listen to this stream real quick, because I do want to hear how it sounds. Vintage. Yeah, very vintage, dude. It's an old stream. Let's see. Let me go to my channel. Let's listen to it. I do want to listen to it. How does it sound? Yeah, I'm far away. My bad. I do hear the white noise, though. Let me, like, click with my mouse a little bit. There's a little bit of a delay, so I'm gonna have to wait. Oh, wow. I just heard myself after I said it's far away. Okay, no, this is perfect, guys. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted terrible, terrible mic quality. Chinese lavalier. That is... I don't know what that is, I'm gonna be honest. But I'm very glad that it sounds like that, because that is exactly what I wanted. But yeah, no. I reviewed some old footage. I tried to kind of cobble together, like, an idea of, a stream layout that I could use. And let me just see if this works. Okay. I made a mistake, and I accidentally started the virtual camera. That'd have been really funny if I face revealed on accident. Alright, so far... Oh, that is not what I wanted to move. There we go. Okay, I moved that a little bit, so... Oh, it's still scuffed. Nope. I like this music, though. Very nice. Should... Like, that should be good. Fortnite OG of KittWY stream. Yeah, exactly. The only thing that is new, literally the only thing that is new, is the little Discord thing. Which I needed to keep it there anyway. But yeah, no. Oh my goodness. Wait, no, we can't listen to this. We can't listen to this. We can't listen to this. This is gonna be in the stream. No, that's an ad. We can't listen to that other one. That's in the stream later. I have low karma. Start a retro stream. Talk how I used to talk. The thing is, the only thing that's changed is my voice, and it's somehow gone up. I think I don't know. I was listening back, and my old streams were listenable, and my newer streams, I can't watch them. I don't think they sound good. I don't like the sound of my voice in my newer streams, but my older streams, my voice sounds different, so I can listen to it better, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, this is the old layout. There was another rendition of the layout in which I didn't use GIMP to do this thing, and in that case, it was the literal like tier the ranking website, whatever it's called, and yeah, it basically, you see this entire bottom thing down here. Everything below, like everything under this box, didn't exist. This thing over here just kind of extended all the way down, and the entire page was just this, like, box. More expressive so my voice goes higher? Maybe. I hate you. Awesome. We're off to a good start. I already have, so let's see. Yeah, okay. So we got my haters. We got my diehard fans, of course. This is the perfect OG stream. I would have loved to have that old layout. The only issue is that it doesn't translate well with GIMP, because I would have to shrink this a lot, and it wouldn't be very easy to look at considering this thing. Actually, you know what? I could do that. I totally could. Let me figure this out. Nope, not that. Oh, you. Oh my goodness. You're seeing into the evil side of my stream layout where it looks terrible. I'm gonna have to, like, do this. There we go. I hope you get some good rest, fish. Let me try. Alright, let me try. Alright, guys, hold on. Is it this? No, it's this one. Wait. There we go. Now I can make the stream even more authentic. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm only gonna keep this. I'm gone live on Twitch. Nah. No way. I would never go live on Twitch. There we go. I'll put that there. I think that works. Yeah, this is a lot closer to how the old stream layout looked. This is Cat streaming. Yeah. Going live on Twitch would have been really funny. I don't know if my service provider would have been able to handle dual streaming. But yeah, no. This is Kitt. This is Cat streaming right now, guys. I'm evil. Can I get a photo of him real quick? Let me get a photo of him real quick. Oh my goodness, this music's peak. I don't know if I ever did this OST. Cheap nostalgia bait that only one person will get and they're dead. That's so real. I mean, okay, that's not entirely true. Because if my sister tuned into the stream, then yeah, it would work. Also, what in the world am I doing? Why did I put it there? No, what? Hold on, chat. I'm being stupid. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Just put it there. He's just gonna sit there. That's how you know he's the one stream. he's the streamer. Evil. Word is no longer taken seriously. It really is. I mean, I like using evil. Like, when I'm using the funny version of evil, I say like evil. Yeah, that's kind of true. But yeah, no, the only person who is here since the beginning is kind of MIA, besides my sister, but she never watches my streams, so yeah, this is some true OG stuff right here. But anyway, it's 1 o'clock, and guys, how you doing? It's stream time. We're doing some OSTs today. We're doing the first 3 OSTs I ever did. Those being Insaniquarium. Insaniquarium Deluxe, my bad. We're doing Insaniquarium Deluxe, Bejeweled Twist, and the Blob 1. And you guys are gonna get a true Blob core experience with that. But yeah, no. We're gonna start with Insaniquarium. I think just in the order that I did them, which was that Insaniquarium, Bejeweled, Blob. Those are the orders I did them in. I'm sure these are going to be extremely new for you guys. You probably have no idea any of these OSTs, but I love them. They're goated. So that's what I wanted to do today. Insaniquarium Deluxe. I'm going to go ahead and just like put that up there. Actually, let me make sure. Oh my goodness, it cuts it off so much. Oh, they're so huge. Okay, there we go. I used to do streams, basically 1 hour long streams every night, like at 9 o'clock. That was how my old streaming idea was. The problem was with the ladies, guys. So true. Insaniquarium is also made, by PopCap Games. I don't know if the music was made by the same guy or person, whatever, but I do know, made by PopCap. And I even played, I had like a little, I want to say it was Bejeweled 3 disc. It was like a little package disc. It came with Insaniquarium Deluxe, and I played it for a while, and it was pretty peak. Yeah. Here's, okay. I'm going to bring back another thing that I used to do. This is what I used to do, chat. I would, oh, not YouTube. What I would do is, I would show like little, screenshots from the game, because I wanted people to kind of get the vibe for what the game looks like. So I'd like get little screenshots that I'd find online for the game. Not gonna credit these, by the way. I have no idea where these come from. Oh, this is from Reddit? Yeah, I don't feel bad about not crediting that. But I would used to put little screenshots from the game. Let's see if this works. Is it because it's a WebP file? Is that the issue? Do I need to put it in GIMP? There we go. Okay, GIMP it works. With GIMP it works. And now I need to move my GIMP page around because it's trolling me. So this is the vibe we're going for right here. Yeah, this is what I would used to do, is I'd used to put these little screenshots so people would kind of get the vibe as to what was going on in the game. Which I think is pretty chill. It's pretty chill. They're very nostalgic games. Yes, I agree. Dude, I used to play tons of PopCat games. This, Insaniquarium. I want to say Diner Dash was also PopCap. Zuma. There's a few others. I never played PvZ, though. I have still to this day never played PvZ. Also, yeah, there was no, oh my goodness, stop doing that. There was no Subway Surfers for retention, unfortunately. That didn't come into the picture until a lot later. That was a YouTube thing, I think. I don't even think I had that for a solid while of my YouTube streams. But anyway, let's go ahead and start. First thing we got is, I want to say, this one is the first one, which is Tank 1-1, also Tank 1-5, I think. Yeah, okay. So usually all the music in the game is split up with these tanks, because they'd basically be the levels. You would get money from feeding your guys. You'd collect money, they'd make money. It's kind of like a tycoon game in a way, which is very cool. And they'd swim around. There'd be different fishes, different foods, different ways to make money. And your goal was just to buy this eggshell to hatch a pet. And the pets you could mix and match and customize to put in which level you wanted. And dude, I love the bright sound of this. It's so nice. It's so catchy too. It has such a unique sound font too. I don't know, it's just so nice. And I know I am yapping, but it is what it is. You make this guy a little bigger. Also, I don't know what's going on with Stream Elements. For some reason, chat's not showing up. Stream Elements, do your job. But yeah, no. This first one, really good. Anyway, you would buy these with the money you'd make, and then when you beat the level, you get a pet from the egg, and then you could put it in, you know, you could use it whenever you wanted in whichever level. But I really like it because it definitely has a water quality to it. I don't know why it has a water quality to it, but it just does. And it's really nice to listen to. Also, I need to turn up the volume. My goodness, my bad, chat. Do we need to listen to that again? We probably need to listen to that. Hold on, no. Let's listen to that again, because I didn't turn the volume up. Let me know if the sound is good. Dude, it's so catchy. It's such a nice rhythm, too. I don't know what it is. It's just so... What is the word I'm looking for? It flows very well. I like whatever kind of like simulated like a synthesizer guitar that they're using. The idea of PvZ came from Insaniquarium. That's nuts. There's no way that's real. Chat, check if that's true. Jamie, get on this right now. I need to know if this is true. Oops. Very big delay in stream. Yeah. That's just how it is. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why no one commented on that before. Hopefully the OG stream quality is really vibing with you guys, because this is peak OG. Again, the only thing different I could have is like the very faint fan in the back. But yeah, no, this straight up gets an S from me. The bass, the way it slides, the super bright melody, whatever chord progressions they chose, peak. Oh, we're straight up moving right back. Okay, my bad. My bad. We got tank 2-1 now. Second tank. a lot more chill. Much more chill than the last one. It's got kind of like a little bossa nova rhythm, just a little bit. You can kind of get that back and forth of the bass. It'd be very interesting for... I doubt PopCap will ever do this, but I would love to see a modern version of Insaniquarium. Didn't like Insaniquarium? Yeah, it's definitely a very niche game. Like, you have to really like it to want to play it, right? But Tank 2-1-S. I think that's just because this OST is just peak period. Like, I want to call it S as well. I may be biased. I mean, there are some that I don't care for in this game, so we'll be fine with that. And there are so few, so it'll be fine. But I don't know. I just think that these first two are definitely peak, and there are some others that are, again, also pretty good. Also, I do like how the game rip does not loop. Doesn't loop. That was the end of that one. Tank 2-1 also very good. I'd probably put it in S, to be honest. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's that rhythm. The melody is so... I don't, it's a very wholesome melody. Listen to this. It's just got a nice quality to it. Especially when they bring in this kind of flute rustling something. Iconic move with coins. No, it's not the coins. Someone could have walked by my room, but I didn't hear anything, so I don't know. It could also just be like my sleeve moving around, because I actually have a giant coat on. It's not really a coat. It's like a blanket hoodie, which I'm gonna have to take off soon because it's getting kind of hot. But yeah, no coins. Actually, I do have my water here, which I don't know if you guys can hear me messing with that, but yeah, it's just got a nice sound to it. I think definitely an S. And then next we got Tank 3. Let's see. Oh, right. This is the more Asian-inspired one. I think... Actually, literally, in this, like... Okay, well, I can't show it, but this right here, you can kind of see... I think this is Tank 3. Because they each have different backdrops. But it's got that more... I don't know if it would be, again, a more Chinese or more Japanese style, but I think this is another peak one. Ooh, especially that. Especially that. They even like mimic the traditional instruments, which I think is great. Ooh, and this. This is a very nice little section right here. Pretty cool contrast between that more brighter section to have this little minor key section. It reminds me a little bit of Zuma, which I know they have no correlation in terms of traditionalism or their inspirations genre, but there's that. Yeah, Insaniquarium likes using that like bubbly noise. That right there. A, good track. Yeah, I agree. Definitely an A. I don't think I like it as much as these, but it's still so good. And the inspiration behind it is something else that I really appreciate. Very good. Very good. I especially like the I could also just labeled this as main menu and done it first, but it is also tank 4. They reuse a lot because they didn't have very many tracks, but the ones that they do have are just really good. Yeah, no, I really like the melody with this kind of reed instrument here. Really good. Really good. And the contrast as well. Really like it. It's got such a good quality to that. Alright. The main menu theme. Ooh. Oh, this is so fun. Who even am I? I'm KittWY 5, of course. Zuma has bosses? I don't remember. Do they have... Oh, I think that... Yeah, they do. Yeah, because sometimes you would go against, like, the enemy. That's right. And sometimes they'd have, like, the, like, mirrored levels. Anyway, no, this song is so fun. It's got, like, these synthesized brass instruments. I especially like that bass. Well, there's two types of bass here. Well, okay, not really. There's a bass and there's like this arpeggio guitar kind of in the back that's just going down, 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 down. And I like these little sections. These melodies are very fun. B or low A. You know what it reminds me of? And I hate to have to make the comparison, but it reminds me of Sands. It reminds me of Sands. You know that dun 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 dun. That's what it reminds me of. There's probably a Siva Gunner remix out there. You could probably find it. But just like this specific part right here. Nope, not that. Where is it? Nope, not that. This part. It's even got like a cowbell. It's got a cowbell. It's got that. It's got the funny like trombone. It's pretty good. All in all, a very good track. Definitely an A. Definitely an A. All right, next we got a Choose Your Pets. I don't remember listening to this. Ah, I know what this is. Ooh, it's got those like older, kind of wet water like synths in there. Sound effects. You don't like the Sands one? It sounds like the Sands theme, not Megalovania, the Sands theme. Like the track that's just titled Sands. I like the rhythm of this. I like the rhythm of this. The I like that. It was actually similar to CC. That's what I'm saying. The stream is not epic. Nah, it is. Very epic stream. This is actually, if you weren't aware, this is actually an archive stream that I uploaded from 2013, January 2013. 23, my goodness, I am not that old. Actually, I am that old, but the stream isn't. I was like, what was I? Let's see, in 2013, I was, I don't know what I was, but, Choose Your Pets is very nice, very nice. It's a very relaxing little quaint, bit. I like the arpeggio. It's a little bit more simple. I'd say it's more of a B. I really like it, but I can see where someone would not find it as interesting. Just because the OST is short, I'm going to rank this. It's just a little... It's just a little, you know. I think it's very fun. I think it's very fun. Definitely like a little B. It's enjoyable. It's a very good triumph little thing. Definitely, yeah. Toby Fox is a man of culture. Yeah, I bet he was a man of culture when he covered himself in all that foam. Yeah, that was a real funny bit. All right, next we have bonus round. Bonus round. Oh, I love this one. Oh my goodness, I love this one, dude. This is like one of my favorite ones. You know what okay, this is what it reminds me of immediately off rip. It reminds me of We Play. That's what it reminds me of. Finish down in an A. B, I think B just because it's short. Dude, the beginning of bonus round period, that's We Play. That's what that sounds like. It's just so upbeat. I think that's one thing that Insaniquarium's OST gets perfectly, is setting a mood. When it wants to evoke like an emotion, it does it flawlessly. If it wants to give you some sort of like upbeat vibe, it can do that. When it wants to be a little bit more sorrowful, it can do that. When it wants, well, which we'll get to the sorrowful one in a little bit. When it wants to be more mysterious, Tank 3 got you covered. Choose Your Pets got you covered. Which, Choose Your Pets is more of like a wistful thing. But, you know. Bonus round, I've always loved that one. That's like definitely one of my favorite ones in the entire OST. It's so good. S. Which, now that I think about it, I mentioned this, and I didn't even cover it. Or, like, I didn't even talk about it. I said, I would love for them to remake this game, or to make, like, a new game. Like, Insaniquarium... I don't know, Insaniquarium Ultimate or something. Where they make, like, a new game with lots of fun stuff. But then again, EA owns PopCap, so it's probably going to, like, ton of microtransactions and isn't going to be fun. It's going to have a battle pass, and you're going to have to unlock the fish with money, but the pay-to-win fish. But mainly the only reason that I want it is just because I want them to remake a bunch of these old tracks in a more, with better sound quality, and maybe even like an orchestra or something, because I know they can do it. But next we got a little jingle. It's called Boss Battle. It's only 10 seconds long. It's just a little theme. Nothing crazy. I think it invokes a perfect mood of like something's approaching. But then you have the final tank level, or also boss battle, which I'm just gonna call it Final Tank. And then we'll listen to it. And yeah, this is the boss battle. You know what? That's one thing that I thought was really cool. The boss fights, they have like multiple boss fights. The way in which you fight these bosses is unique. Because like some of them you have to click, some of them you can't click and you have to focus on protecting your fish because they shoot projectiles at him. Some of them you literally have to waste money to buy trash fish so that you can feed them in order to kill them. Like, the boss fights in this game are fun. And they aren't just copy and paste. They all have unique methods of defeating them. And all of them are not just without consequence. When a boss fight happens, your goal is to minimize damages, not prevent damages. Because regardless of what happens, you will lose money. Plock OST vibe? Yeah, the second half of the boss fight from Plock. It's definitely got the vibe. Which, by the way, chat, I was watching a video yesterday, and I didn't know this, which I've only known Echo the Dolphin. I'm gonna say this is like a B or an A. I'm gonna say B. Because I do like it, but it's not exactly my thing, but it's a really cool theme. Very repetitive, in my opinion. But Echo the Dolphin is like this cult classic video game. And I actually was I was listening to it because it was mentioned in a music video. But I did not know that Tim Fallon composed some of the OST for Echo the Dolphin. Because when I heard it, I was like, why does this sound so good? And I saw Tim Fallon peeking his ugly little head in the corner, and I was like, no wonder it's peak. No wonder it's peak. But yeah, no. Lullaby is next. This is what I meant by the more sorrowful, kind of melancholy one. It's got this music box quality. I like how this harmony, the harmony that it's got going for it, is very echoey, kind of. It has like what is it called? It's just got like an underwater vibe. I personally know nothing about Echo the Dolphin, by the way. Only hear it being mentioned in passing, but now I'm kind of interested in its OST, because now that I know that the goat had a hand in it, But no, this is just a very pleasant track. I want to hear a remaster of this, because this would be like peak like nap music. Ooh, and this part too. Oh, it's so good. Don't remember this track? Me neither. I have no idea where this plays, because I thought it was the credits, but the credits are a separate one. Yeah, okay. And that's the thing, it loops. Actually, in this game rip, it doesn't loop, but the loop is very clean, and I really like how it does. Even though I'm not a huge fan of loops, the way it loops is very nice. The harmony on this is incredible. I absolutely love that, like, underlying thing. The melody is really, really bright and kind of hopeful. It has that contrast at the end where it's like a little bit more melancholy, but then it brings it back home at the end. So I really like Lullaby. It's definitely one of my favorite chill tracks in video games. And for no good reason either. It's literally just in Insaniquarium Deluxe, the tycoon fish game from like 2002. I don't actually know when it was made. But yeah. Alright, next we got the credits theme. Listen to this. Ah, of course. Very, very interesting. It's also got that similar vibe to Sans, where it uses that like it like uses a similar like just kind of lazy drum kind of loop there, and also whatever instrument they used in Sans. It's got the cowbell sounding thing. I don't know what it is. This one is very... Surprised I didn't react to Vibrabin. I do kind of want to. I've only listened to a few tracks. There's just... I don't know. It's throwing me off, but in the good way. Because it's not like a normal credit sound. It's not like it's super victorious. It just sounds weird, right? But the music itself... My bad, hold on. It went to the bonus round. Let's restart it. Isn't it interesting? Especially like this part right here with the like guitar as the melody right here. I don't know, it's just something kind of dissonant about it. It's fun, but in such an interesting way. I'm gonna give it an A because I respect that it's really experimental, but also just manages to sound good at the same time, even though it sounds so weird. Stevie Gaming Aquarium, yeah, that's kind of real. And then we have Insaniquarium Arrangement. No idea what this is. Okay, immediately starting right off the bat with, I want to say this is Tank 1. Is this Tank 1 or Tank 3? It's not Tank 3. It's Tank 1. I'm not sure. It just says Insaniquarium Arrangement. Maybe it just kind of switches to something else. Does it switch to anything? Because to me, this just sounds like Tank 1. I might not rank it just because it seems like it's just going to be a medley. Chat, this is literally just the same song. F. W for waste of my time. Still a good song, though. Still a good song. So that was Insaniquarium. That was literally it, by the way. That is how small it is. And it's crazy how peak all this music is, despite the fact that it is just so much of a... It's not really a nothing game. You definitely get your playtime out of it, especially with the like sandbox or personal tank mode, which I'm just gonna delete all these. But it's I don't know, it's very nice. It's very nice. Oh, I forgot I could just kind of do this. Delete layer. Delete layer. I'm just kind of deleting these real quick, resetting the thing. But yeah, no, it's very interesting how it's just kind of... It's got good music. It doesn't do much, but it's got good music. All right, next up we got Bejeweled Twist. Bejeweled Twist. I always hate how the word bejeweled is spelled, by the way. It's got, what is it? It's got like 3 E's. Like no, it's got 4. But you like go back and forth with the E's. It's so weird sounding. Now, Bejeweled Twist actually does have quite a few tracks. Let's see here. Let me just put oh. See, look at this, chat. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. B-E-J-E-W-E-L. Nope. Oh, W-L-E-D. Why? There's like an E in every other letter. I hate the word bejeweled. It's so stupid. Because you know what it is? I always forget the one here. I always say bejeweled. Or bejeweled. Well, I guess that's how it's pronounced. Because this is pronounced Bejeweled. Bejeweled. This is Bejeweled. That's what that pronounced. Is Bejeweled. But that is not how it's pronounced. It's pronounced Bejeweled. I love English. English. Bejeweled Twist. Now, Bejeweled has got to be like the first game where I like sat there and I thought about how good the music was. Bejeweled definitely was the first game where I actually like took an interest into the music. Not Bejeweled Twist specifically, Bejeweled 2, but just the franchise. Skaven. I don't know the number at the end of the guy's name, but Skaven, the guy who composed almost all of the Bejeweled music. Such a fantastic composer, dude. We got this very short little kind of loop here. It's called loading. We're gonna see some themes of like spacey. It's very spacey because that's the whole idea, is that you kind of are traveling through space, matching these gems, which that has always been the idea behind Bejeweled. Very short loop, but it's very nice. I love how mysterious it sounds. It's got a very nice quality to it, and that kind of shaky rhythm. Let me see if I can pull up like a Bejeweled Twist gameplay, just to kind of give you an idea of the vibe we're going for here. Let me see if I can find one without any intrusive score things. No, not that one. That one looks good. Did it let me? Okay, yeah, let me copy it. All right. While I try and put it up here, let's listen to the main menu theme. This is another shorter one. It's just a little loop. Here is kind of what the game looks like. Oh my goodness, why is it so low quality? I grabbed the lowest quality image I could find. But, yeah. This is kind of what you're going for. A lot of emphasis on the backdrops. They change from more abstract kind of wormhole designs to interplanetary backdrops. And man, the guy who does the art and rendering for all of the backgrounds in the Bejeweled franchise, whoever does those, insanely good artist. Like, insanely good. Like, so cool. Bejeweled 2 or 3 have 3 S-tier songs. That is very true. Bejeweled 2 is some of the best music I've heard in gaming. It's at least some of the most thematically appropriate. Your mom played this game, dude. This was the parent game before Candy Crush came along and ruined it. I wouldn't even say it's ruined its reputation. Candy Crush is a pretty fun game, which I just like match 3 games, or at least the style. So I'm just going to place this in a little corner. But main menu, very funky, very, very groovy. That's what it is. It's very groovy. It's got a nice rhythm to it. I really like the kind of whatever synth they're using that goes. I love that. Sounds so nice. And that bass, dude, that bass. One thing to listen to in this series is the bass, because man, they do a good job with it. I will say that this is better than the loading screen. Such a nice studio like drum set too. Cool OST, not a very good game. Yeah, it's definitely again another one of those games that's not for everyone. It's got a nice loop too. All right, so we're going to head into these main in-game themes. All of them are called classic, except for a few extra ones. But one thing to note is that each of the classic ones have a variant, their danger variant. Think of it like when you play the new Super Mario Brothers games and you run out of time on the clock. Except for it's more of like you jump on Yoshi's back and it like adds the drums. So this is classic 1. It's not my favorite, but I really like the swingy rhythm of it. Listen to that. Dum, dum, dum. Bass peak. The pads are very nice. adding a little bit more texture to the drums there. You can kind of start to hear a little bit of a melody trying to make its way in. Here we go. The harmony to that melody is like this very interesting kind of synth in the background. Right there, that's going. Thanks for the epic stream, no problem. It's very faint, but you can hear it. It's very nice. It allows the song to kind of flow into the... Oh, my bad, I hit my mic. Oh, right, of course. Most of all of these have a unique section to them. A lot of them are very ambient, but in an engaging way. They're ambient because of the vibe of the game, but they are very engaging because the melodies are catchy and the beat is fun to listen to. We go right back into that bass line there. There's that swingy. I have no ideas if these loop. I don't know if they I don't know if they do. I can check if they do. We'll just listen through it. See what happens, right? Yeah, I'm gonna need to take off this thing. It is getting way too hot. If I take off my headphones, is the microphone gonna pick it up? Hopefully not. Oh, my glasses are getting in the way. There we go. Again, a very nice vibe. I think. No. They don't loop. They don't loop. My bad, chat. Hold on. They have an extra little section here at the end. Oh, it's getting a little more funky too with that harmony back there. Very cool, very spacey synth going on. It definitely has a more hands-off approach with the melody, where it utilizes empty space between each kind of phrase. I think that's what you call them, phrases. I don't know, man. My music appreciation class is very full of information that I don't care about as much as I do music-wise, so it's kind of hard to remember. Check Discord. I looked at Discord. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see anything. Am I tweaking? Ah, right, of course. Cool music. All tracks deserve A and S. Yeah, they're very good. Here's the Danger variant. I'll go through these. Really, they're nothing crazy to listen to. Mainly, they add a triangle. They're a little bit faster, and they add a kind of oh man, what's it called? They add this synth, right? Which you can hear it, which is... Oh, wait, I wouldn't say it's off-key, but it is meant to add that, like, tension to the track. I don't know if you can tell, but it is slightly faster. Let's see if it changes, depending on if anything changes in the extra sections here. Okay, the synth changes key. Ah, it's being processed. Gotcha. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just a second.
The red arrows are pointing at something, but I think I noticed something else. I can't quite tell. There's just something off about the image. I can't quite tell what's wrong with it. But yeah, no, there's that extra little bit in there. Let's go to the end, see if anything else changes. Oh, it's kind of like an arpeggio now. Okay. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't really like this danger variant as much. I'm gonna give it a B. I like the main part the most. It's very good. Very, 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 very nice. All right, next we got Classic 2. Oh yeah, no, this one is a lot less atmospheric and a lot more focused on kind of a more funky vibe. Ooh, and the filter on those drums too. I will say this is one of my least favorites though. I don't really like this one, unfortunately. I think it's a very good track. Oh, it's got those voices as well. It's a lot more... You know what it is? It's a lot more, Oh, what is the idea here? I would say exotic, kind of. Like, it doesn't sound... It sounds a lot more alien, right? Like, the space vibe, right? Taking that into account, right? It's got a lot more of a extraterrestrial vibe, to me. I do like this part, though. The key change here, very nice. And that triangle's, like, offbeat. It's, like, syncopated strange. Which I really appreciate. That's very fun. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it that it is very, very fun to listen to. But I don't like the vibe. I don't know what it is. Another very nice key change. I like these. They're very relaxing. Very, very similar to the Chuzzle OST, which is another PopCap game I played, by the way. I think I understand why I needed the Subway Surfers, because if I don't have the Subway Surfers, then I think people don't want to stick around. That could just be me, though. Another shift upwards. Energetic demo. Very cool game. Interesting. All right, let's check out and see what the danger variant does. Ooh! It adds like these breakbeat drums though? Welcome back. The danger variant. Okay. I significantly like this more because it takes that like filtered snare from before that only shows up very like infrequently, but it kind of runs with that through the whole thing, making it kind of a breakbeat thing. It's a lot less tense than I would expect it to be. I would have expected them to add kind of a droning sort of synth or something like they did before. Headhurts from watching Subway Surfer? Real. They add anything else? Oh yeah, there's this part. Doesn't seem like they're gonna add anything else besides just the drums there. I will say, I honestly would have put them in, I would have put this in C, but I'm thinking B just because that specific one, actually, no. No, I'm gonna keep it in B. I'm gonna keep it in B. Excuse me, but that danger variant, I appreciate that because that is very fun. How was my Monday? Not great, terrible actually. I woke up super early to do chores. It's gonna be sung so true. All right, next we got Classic 3. Ooh, this is one that I actually really like. Mainly because of the drums. They have a very unique pattern to them. Ooh, listen to that. It's very depressing, right? At least now the chores are done. I wouldn't say that. I still have a bit more stuff to do, but I had to get stuff done, so early. But at least I had a yummy breakfast. Oh man, I'm already imagining lunch. It's no problem. I have bad days all the time. That's how life goes. But yeah, no, this is a very good track. It's got this super mellow, like, theme. I don't know what exactly I would associate it with, but then listen to this. Oh, that synth, dude. The arpeggio, the bass and the drums in this track, peak. This might be the first S. Especially like the bass, dude. The way that it just kind of slides up at the beginning of each little bar, it just goes I like that. That's fun. Going back to the main bit, almost feeling as if it's a little bit more depressing now than it was before. I think the vibe is kind of like the, I want to say the existential nature of space as a concept, with how huge it is. Like, this is definitely a limitless universe type of song here. Let's see the next section. Oh, no section there. It'll be up in a little bit, I think. Maybe. Here we go. Going back. Oh, that bass. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it switched it up a little bit. There's a little bit of an augmentation there. Hold on. Listen to the bass. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I love that. comfortable. You know what? Now that you mention it in chat, that's what this is. The whole song is very... It has this contrast between kind of this vast emptiness, unfamiliarity of space, but then it comes in with this like almost this heartwarming kind of homey vibe with the other section. This isn't it, right? This is very mellow. But then you go into this part right over here. Where is it? Right here. It's so groovy. I love it. Let's listen to the Danger variant. What do we got? I'm silly. I'm just trying to describe what I'm hearing. Seems like it's got like a harsher synth. Obviously, it's faster. Looks like that's might be the only option, or the only addition. Kind of made this synth kind of choppy here. I guess the whole idea is just kind of making it a little bit more rigid. Kind of, you know, making the player hurry up. I think this is our first S tier. That's such a goated track, especially because the bass is nice. The contrasting like tones, emotions, and the weird way that the drums are played in the beginning. Great. Let's listen to Classic 4. Ooh, this is another vibe. Hold on, there's no listening rhyme. Hold on. Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. Sorry, my bad, chat. I was misremembering. The bass is also very nice in this. This is probably an A from me, to be honest. So far, no melody yet. We're just kind of building up. Think about reacting to Sonic Colors Ultimate tracks? Only Axe and Boss tracks. Is that the, So what all did they add to that version of the game? As just whatever they added to the game is what I'll probably do. You know what? There will probably be a stream at some point that covers a bunch of extra little bits, because someone was commenting. This is also very nice, by the way, this part. Someone was commenting about Rain World and how I had said I was going to react to the DLC at some point. And there are a few other games that have been like that, where they've had extra stuff added to them, or I didn't cover their DLCs. Like, I want to say Deep Rock Galactic. Well, that's like a second album, so not that one. But stuff like that. There will probably be a stream where I do that specifically, where I like cover stuff I missed from a franchise. That is some very hard work, Fish. But the thing is pretty cool. All Axe and Bosses tracks are remixed. Gotcha. Oh, listen to this. I think the bass carries so hard here. Like, yeah, the atmosphere, the pads, the synth, they're all doing great. I'm not gonna deny that. But the bass carries some of these tracks so hard, as just their perfect, like, rhythm. Oh, and this part too? Listen to that. I don't think this is the original. Hold on, chat. I don't think this is the original. There's gotta be like 3 versions of this. Because I do not remember this when I played. Especially like this. Let me just listen to this real quick. Is it, wait, is this the same one? Am I trolling? I am trolling. Hold on, chat, we gotta find this. Okay, obviously not that. Obviously not that. Not that. And not that. Hold on, chat. Which one am I listening to? Oh, this is the right one. Sounds like Flash games. I could probably get Flash games from that. Yeah, okay, so this is the actual version. There's gotta be like an extra version that isn't in is in the game that isn't the Panic one. Because the Panic one is different. So there's like 3 different versions of this, which I did not know. So there's actually 3 versions. I prefer this one. I don't like the added little bits. I don't think they add very much. Let's move to this part. It just sounds a lot better. The simplicity goes a long way, right? Let's go back to the very end here. Right. I want to say this is the part that had the little repeating synth that I didn't quite like. Yeah, okay, right here. It's so much better here, because if we go to this one, listen to this. I don't know there's just something about this synth that's so disruptive, but this one right here, the way it fades in and out. I think it's kind of panning back and forth between each ear as well. I like this a lot better. I like that a lot better. But I knew something was off because I was like, I don't remember this. Well, there's a reason I didn't remember, is because it's not something that I remember in the game. Let's listen to the Danger variant, which I think is literally just going to be a sped up version. Yeah. Oh, it adds like this scratchy percussion type thing. With S? I think it's... Oh, yeah, it's S. You know what? I thought about it for 1 second. Yeah, it's S. I would have gone A, but not only does it have 3 variants instead of 2, which the others might... Because I feel like I was like thrown off by like one of them before, so maybe there was like another one that I missed. But also, I just really like the contrasting sections. They sound so wistful and spacey. Let's listen to that bit. You can kind of hear just a little bit. I want to go to the end. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, Classic 4 is pretty good. Classic 4 is pretty good. Alright, next we got Classic 5. This is a decent one. All things considered, this is a pretty decent one. Wait, no, this one is my favorite one. What am I talking about? I'm tweaking, chat. This is my favorite one. What am I saying? I'm a heretic. It's very unassuming at first, alright? It just seems like, oh, chill little track, right? Nothing crazy. It does have this nice bit to it, but this part, very, very bright. It's, I think the idea behind it is it's very dissociative, right? It's kind of like something where it's like you can kind of just not really think. It's a turn your brain off kind of song. Monstercraft? We'll see. It depends on how short it is, that is. And it depends on how hungry I am. Because if I get to the end of the stream and if I'm super hungry, I'm going to be ready to end the stream. There it is. That's peak. That's peak. That's peak. That's peak. That's peak. That's peak. No contest. I do not need to listen to the danger variant to know that that's peak. That is peak. Oh, dude, in the chord, oh, the way it bridges back to the main melody. The way it bridges back to the main melody. Masterfully done. Masterfully done. You know, now that I think about it, I don't actually know if Skaven composed these, because they don't include that signature Bejeweled sound. Here's more peak, dude. The uplifting parts of these are so good. Listen to that. Oh, you. Chat, ignore that. My computer did a funny troll. Yeah, it looks like, Oh, no. Skaven did. He was there. He worked with another guy, though, for this game specifically. I will say the bass takes on a much more passive, complementary role in this track specifically, and isn't as involved as it is in the other ones. I do really like the bass line here, like in the beginning and end, right? This. Boom, 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 boom. I like that. Don't get me wrong, I do really like that. But it's I just feel like the main focus here is the color of the song and the melody. How spacey it is. Here's the danger variant. Let's see, what has changed? Nothing yet. It's just a little bit faster yet, right now. Skip forward a little bit. Oh. This is a really good addition. This is a really, really good addition. It doesn't take away from the song. It adds a really unique and intensifying layer to the music. And it sounds good. It sounds good with this part too. This really does just kind of give off the drifting vibe of space. Let's skip forward a little bit to the part we all want to hear. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is just actual peak. Like, I'm just gonna move this over here. I'm just gonna move it over here. I'm just gonna move it over there. It's like even the danger variant manages to make it so... this part's not that greatest. I think maybe it's doing too much here. 2 tracks? We could do that. That's easy. Excuse me, Classic 6. Let's listen to this. This is a pretty good one. It's a lot more mellow. Not very much looking up, right? Oh, but okay. Whatever that chord is, listen to that. Ah. If you took out the pad and the rhythm and replace it for something else, that melody is like perfect for like an underwater track. Which, to be fair, underwater, ice, and space tracks can be pretty similar to repetitive. I'll say that the little addition of the danger variant of Classic 5 adds is a little bit repetitive. And which most of these are probably going to be pretty repetitive, mainly because they are meant to be listened to in the background. They're not the main focus of the game. But I think because it's a puzzle game, it is supposed to take that more neutral but very commanding role. Because you want someone to be immersed. You want someone to go into the flow state, right? And I think these can definitely give that. Ooh. I think the strong suit of this piece is the chord progressions that they use. Listen to this, listen to this. What is that, bro? What is that? What does that change, dude? I want a breakdown of this, because this song, very cool. Weird to watch without the little PNG tuber thing. Yeah, that's just how it was. Think about it. It was like that for a whole year and some. A year and then some. Like, that is crazy to me. Year and then some. Because at the beginning of my second year of streaming, I started to do, I want to say the YouTube stuff and the Pokemon stuff, and the Pokemon streams, I didn't have a guy yet. I don't remember when I introduced it. I want to say maybe Minecraft or something around that era, which was a little while after Pokemon. But yeah, no, this is mainly vibes first. I do really like these middle sections, though. Very emotional. Very, very, very beautiful colors. Ooh, and listen to this. That's some DM Dekuro type beat right there. That's what that is. That's DM Dekuro. Let's listen to the danger variant. It's got this weird, like, harpsichord sounding buzz thing. Stream dead? No? No, stream's not dead. I still have fish. I still have Fish Lover in here. Fish Lover is, peak. Stream is alive. It's true. Although it did say I dropped 97 frames, which is an average of 0%. So I don't know what happened there. I don't think there's anything crazy to talk about here. It's a very simple addition. Let's see what happens in this other part, though. Skip forward a little bit. Right about there. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. This is an A tier for me, but I'm gonna give it up to the uniqueness of the chord progressions here and say it's an S. Like, if it was just me, period, like, just how I think the music sounds, it's like A. But I think it's better than that, really. Alright, next we have a short little one. It's called Wheel Intro. There's a mechanic in the game where they have these bomb gems where they have a number on them, and every time you do a move that doesn't result in breaking them, it will count down, and if it counts down, you will not lose the game, but you will be forced to play roulette with a 1/3 chance going down to half chance. Well, wait, hold on. It's 2/3, then 1/3, I think. Yeah, it's 2/3, then 1/3 for subsequent one, right? But you have a 2/3 chance that you will be safe and the bomb gets disarmed. If not, you lose the game. You have to restart. So that's what this is. The wheel appears anytime you're forced into not being able to disarm a bomb in time. This is not in the game, because this is not what I'm talking about. What in the world is that? I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that is, chat. This has got to be some unused stuff, because I've never heard this. There's just a bunch of little things. So ignore everything I just said, because apparently none of that was even relevant, because I have no idea what these are. Those were a few little tracks. They got wheel intro, wheel score, bonus round, and this is high score. We also have trophy room, which I think this is definitely not in the game. This is conceptual, because a lot of PopCap games would have like their little achievement rooms, and I don't remember Bejeweled Twist having one, but I really like this. It's very similar to the main menu, but it is a nice little variation. Cool. Oh, here we go. This is what happens when you lose the bomb minigame. I think. That was super short. What about win? I don't know when these play, chat. I'm going to be honest. I have no idea when these play. Maybe I'm tweaking. All right. Well, next we have Blitz. This is a game mode where you have exactly 5 minutes to get a highest score as you like, the highest score you can. And this, I find it really fun because the track is 5 minutes long. And the game mode is 5 minutes long. So it will literally match up with the gameplay. It's dynamic. This is how it starts, right? Announcer comes in, he's like, 5 minutes. And then you start. This has such an amazing space sound. This is by far one of the most theatrical sounding video game OSTs I've ever heard. And man, if you know Bejeweled, that little like crystalline scent there, that's gonna send you back. This is peak Bejeweled music right here. All right, I'm gonna start off. We're gonna get into it right. This is 40 seconds into a 5-minute long track. All right, this is a marathon track. It's gonna keep adding layers. It's gonna keep adding layers. It's so catchy, dude. I think this perfectly represents the vibe and the mindset you need to be embodying as you go into this game mode. Because it is a rush to get as many points as possible. I just think that the way it does it is so good. The sound design in this game is great, by the way, I just gotta say. I know it's definitely not a game for everyone, but there's just something about this game mode. I love playing Blitz game mode. Who am I talking to? Don't worry about it. I think I'm mainly just talking. It's kind of like a talking to myself thing. By the way, I want to point this out. The second that 2 minutes hits, it changes. Dynamic, again, right? This is still 1 minute, 50 seconds. All right, ready? 2 minutes, right here. It does not sound like Splatoon music. Bro was not present for the Splatoon OST. Bringing back a melody. Changing it a little. Watch Arcane. A lot of people hating second season. I don't know anything about Arcane. A lot of people say it's good, but it's League, so I'm not going to touch it. Alright, we're going right back into that main melody. Very nice. I think every single time a minute passes, the announcer guy... Because Bejeweled has this cool announcer guy. Bejeweled has always had this cool announcer guy. But he'll like tell you, alright, this is how many minutes you got left. Man, there's just something about it. It's such a good track. I don't think it's as good as Classic 5 to me specifically, but just the energy of it. It's so cool. Something for playing, not for separate listening. Oh, I agree entirely. I would listen to this separate though. I would listen to this separately. But I agree with you in that it is definitely elevated by the point of the game mode, which is to go as fast as possible, making the smartest plays. Alright, ready? Here we got a minute left. And if you know Bejeweled, that sound is iconic, dude. It's kind of building up We're gonna get right back into those, like, very bright, like, listen to this. I want an orchestra to play this so bad, dude. Oh, and that chord change, that chord change. Five seconds left. And then, right, this is 5 minutes exactly, the end of the track. This is when you stop playing. That's your time's up. And man, it's, I don't know, dude. There's just something about it. I think they nailed the vibe perfectly. There's another variant of the Blitz mode, which I think they used, I don't know if it's for puzzle or something else, but it's basically a 3-minute long version of the same one. So it starts pretty much the same, right? Instead of starting off very simply, right? It kind of gets right into it. Goes to this main part. Haven't been to the movies in a while. Me neither. I think the last time I went was I want to say Mario movie. What came after Mario? Did Puss in Boots 2 come after Mario movie? I'm not sure. But it is really just the same song. They just kind of cut it up to make it a little bit faster. To fit into 3 minutes. Which, luckily, the way it's structured, it very easily can do that. Which is very cool. All right, we have a couple of little fanfares here. We got moderate fanfare. I think this kind of all depends on how well you did in the minigame. Here's the good one. And here is the excellent one. I think those are pretty good fanfares. All right, here we got Challenge Journey. This plays in kind of a menu. They have a puzzle mode. They're called challenges. There's a couple of unique tracks to those. A couple of them are ones we've already listened to. I think they're classic. But this one, to me, it really mixes that old Bejeweled with new Bejeweled vibe. I really like it. It's very short, but what there is very good. Extremely spacey. Although I don't exactly get what the loop is supposed to be there, because it definitely doesn't loop like that. So I don't know why it cut off there. But anyway, here we have the turn-based challenge. With these, the emphasis of the challenge is to make, as it says, as few turns as possible while doing a specific task. Sometimes it's making power gems, which is like, you know, matching 4 in a row, 5 in a row, stuff like that. This is very cool sounding. It is very Bejeweled-esque, but it's got, I feel like it's just got too many layers for its purpose. I don't know, that's just me. Like, usually I want more of a passive role from music in a puzzle game, especially in one where you are encouraged to take your time to think out a solution. If the other one is which one I'm thinking of, I think it does a lot better job. Much better job. My bad. Which we're almost done by Bejeweled, by the way, chat. We only have like 4 more. I do think this is a very good one, though. Again, almost all of these are just really, really good. I could be glazing. But my bad. I choose to think I'm not. Yeah, if I hadn't listened to Bejeweled in like forever, I probably would also be very emotionally moved by some of these, especially the Blitz one. Which, to be fair, I just was. I just forget how good of a track it is. Very nice. Alright, okay. Untimed challenge is next. Too similar to each other. I think that the classic ones are very similar to each other. I think maybe it is just the fact that I'm more familiar with them. All right, that probably really is it. I think that one is definitely a B. I mean, we're kind of agreeing on we are definitely kind of agreeing on where their placements are. But I'm just I do want to break down the ideas and like the meanings behind them a little bit more. Mainly it's just because I understand them and I like talking about stuff, but you know. Next we have the Untimed Challenge. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. I do think this one is a little bit more geared towards that stop and, you know, it's very challenge-like. That's what it is. It does feel like a song meant for a challenge. What's up, my skibbity sigmas? Boo! Throw tomatoes at him, chat. Hit him with face blue smiling. Hit him with face blue smiling, chat. Run him off the platform. I really like this one. All the info, don't worry. Hey, people in my chat always give me info when I don't know the game, so that I can kind of have a feeling for what's going on. I really like the synth bass going on here. This is just a very... I don't even know what I would even classify this song as. Like, what emotion do I get from this? Besides just kind of pumped up. I will say that beat is probably the most Bejeweled sounding beat you can have. I'll say it's probably an A. It has a very nice theme. It's very coherent. Through and through. And it is kind of both relaxing and kind of it definitely amps me up, right? But it's also a little relaxing at the same time. Probably because of the sound font, the stuff, like the types of sounds that Skaven uses. Complete Duolingo assignments. Do both. Actually, no, you probably... I wouldn't be able to focus. Me, personally, I wouldn't be able to focus. I had put on, a video earlier to work on a thumbnail, And I ended up watching the whole video because I couldn't focus on making the thumbnail and watching the video at the same time because I have ADHD, because it's awesome. Anyway, yeah, that one's like an A. This sounds like something from Undertale. So true. Alright, next we got Mega Fruit Bonus. This is just a little jingle. I do recommend, if you want something funny to watch, look up Bejeweled Twist Mega Fruit Bonus. It is a fun jingle. It is very fun. We have two unknown ones. I have no idea what they are, but they're at the end of the thing. So let's listen to them real quick. They're just like 10 seconds. Probably little beta tracks or something, like for settings maybe. That was one. Here's two. Yeah, it's probably just like little beta tracks. But that's chill. That was Bejeweled Twist. What did you guys think? Nothing crazy, but I think that these are very, very good tracks that definitely go underrated. Definitely go underrated. I'm going to start removing these now. Again, let me know what you thought about my rankings. Did you agree, disagree? Let me know. I didn't say that for the previous one, but that's my bad. So, let's just get rid of those, get rid of loading, get rid of Bejeweled Twist. And we'll move on to the final OST. Come here, Bejeweled Twist image. Die! Yeah. ADHD is cool in its own right. For me, is not cool, but that's just me. Alright, next we have the Blob. Now, this is only the Blob 1. I'm not doing the Blob 2. I might do it in the future. Maybe another, retro stream. Who knows? I made a whole overlay for it, so I might reuse the idea later. And I'm gonna have to put back on all of my, like, mic filters so it doesn't sound terrible. But, we're gonna do the Blob. And here's the fun thing about the Blob. It is definitely one of my favorite video game OSTs of all time. I glaze this thing to the ends of the earth. But one really fun thing I like about the Blob is that the music is extremely dynamic. The goal of the Blob, alright, is to paint bleached buildings because you are a blob made of paint. And when you do that, you free these civilians who have been captured by basically Germany, 1920s, 30s. Let's just say that. That's basically what's happened, and your goal is to restore all of the color that they bleached from the world because you are a blob of paint, and free all the imprisoned guys. So, seen the game, yeah. A lot of people have seen the game, never played it. It's a game where you really have to just kind of like it. I think that it has one of the most unique vibes to it. It is such a cool game to me. But I agree with people when they say I just can't get into it because it is definitely not a game I would care that much about, because it is a game that has a very niche audience, which is why it didn't really take off, but it has such a great OST. Let's see if I can get some gameplay, or at least a general good vibe to show off for the what I kind of want to maybe if I look up like the Blob main menu or something. I don't know, let's see. I'm going to use the Blob 2. Oh, here we go. I can oh, this looks good. This looks good. I think that the Blob itself is kind of hard to represent with an image, though, because you have the overall aesthetic like this right here. Do the energetic thing. Oh, we'll be getting to energetic. We'll be getting to energetic. Don't you worry. But as I was talking about, you start off in a level that is completely white. There's no color anywhere. The only thing you have is white, gray, and black. And your goal is to restore the color. And as you paint buildings, you will unlock the music. It'll go from a much more mellow sound to a much more like fun and upbeat sound, right? Thousands of Let's Plays. Yeah. It is a fun. It's fun, but it's kind of like a game where you just have to sink a lot of time into, and I don't know. So we're gonna start off with title screen. Some of the main themes that you're gonna hear, like the genres, very heavily reliant on funk and band style stuff. There's a couple extra really interesting ones, like there's some reggae, there's some bossa, which we're actually going to start off the first level with bossa. There's a couple other really interesting ones. Samba, there's a bunch. There's a lot of stuff covered, but John Guscott, composer, legend, absolute legend. One of these days, I'll do to Blob too. But for now, we're just going to do the first game, because it does have some really good music. This is the first one. Title screen. This is obviously what you're looking at. It's definitely more of an instrument, not instrumental. Well, it is instrumental, but it's more of an experimental thing. Fictional Germany is evil. It's true. This is like... This and Cookie Run Kingdom are like the games I'm autistic for. Nope, Vivid Loop. I forgot Vivid Loop existed. Those are the games I'm autistic for. I mean, I like Bejeweled too, but I don't play it as frequently. I guess I'm pretty autistic for Minecraft. Although I'm more interested in just kind of watching videos about game development and history or glitches. Like when I like talking about game OSTs I know. Oh, that's Peak. Wait, hold on. Thank you, by the way. I just like talking about stuff. But this is like the Blob theme, right? This right here. That is the that's the thing. That's the motif. Very cool. Title screen, it's great. I will say it is a much more experimental thing. I'd say I'd give it I give it a C, because while I appreciate how well composed it is definitely extremely, like, not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone. One thing that I do really like about this, the entire OST, I want to say the entire OST, composed and performed by live musicians, put together with stems and layers to make a very interesting dynamic system. Walk around the city, solve puzzles, paint everything. Yeah, basically. I would say there's not really a solve puzzles thing to it. It's more mission based, and everything is about either painting buildings, completing objectives, or defeating enemies. All are very, very simple. The puzzles are very much non-existent, because the puzzles themselves are basically just this. There is a building on top of another building, and you need to paint each building a specific color. But if you stand on one building with one color, that color will be painted on the bottom building. So you have to paint like the top buildings first, and you have to work your way down. You have to make sure you don't paint anything. You know, it's it's very much not conventional, I guess. Like puzzles. It's very easy. It's an easy game, but it's a fun game. So each track has multiple variants where as you paint more and more, as the world gets more vibrant because you're painting it, you're defeating enemies, you're freeing the trapped civilians, wildlife is starting to bloom because apparently Blob has the ability to revitalize life because he is the Blob, I guess. I don't know, he's the goat. But tracks will go from these more mellow, kind of not uninteresting, but not very intense tracks, and they'll pick up in speed and they'll become a lot more interesting to listen to. So off the bat, we have the low variant of Blissful, which this is one of my favorite tracks in video games, period. It's so relaxing, dude. You have this tropical vibe, very lazy. It's great to listen to if you want like sleeping music or something. But the guitar, the bass, man, it's great. Watching the stream while doing math, goated. I was up at 2 a.m. doing my Spanish homework, so I feel that. Sounds a little French. That's an interesting way to put it. Kind of like cafe-esque music, maybe? I think it would need an accordion for that, as opposed to, the electric guitar. Which I love when electric guitars are played like this. It's just such a relaxing track. That's what it is. I think this goes without saying. Since this is one of my favorites, I'm gonna have to put it in S. I can't not. Which Blissful itself is just a really good track. Which, here's a fun fact. Each track has 2 different names. It has the name... Stop talking about cliche French music, real. This is actually more bossa nova. It's just very much not apparent yet. It's Latin jazz, but very chill. Anyway, each track has its own unique name, but in the game, it has what it's called a mood. So the mood of this track is Blissful. But the actual name of the track, I'm not actually sure what it's called. I know only a few of them, and I don't know how in the world I'd find them. Maybe I gotta look on the wiki or something. Here's the fandom page. Ah, okay. It is called Decor. So this is called Decor. So Blissful is called Decor. So that was the low variant. Let's listen to the high one. Obviously, right off the bat, you're immediately met with much, much faster. You got I want to say the thing is called the Cuica. That fun little, the little kind of whistling noise. Walk through yard with hangers and other people's clothes. I feel that. I have like a stack of books from upstairs that we were trying to sell, stuff we're trying to get rid of. Wii Sports Resort reaction? I do the Wii Sports series. It has good music. Actually, I just do Wii games, period, because they do have really good music. Especially like Wii Play. Yeah, I have boxes, a ton of boxes actually, that are just from different parts of the house, and my closet is shared with other people, unfortunately. So it is also somewhat of a walkthrough. A little... But I don't know. There's just something about Blissful that I like. You have the choir, which adds a very nice texture to the song. The chords used are great. Again, Latin jazz, bossa nova. Always been some of my favorite genres to listen to. They're so pleasant. And listen to this. Listen to those brass instruments, dude. How tropical that electric guitar sounds. I think this is like, no contest. Definitely another S tier. Chord. A chord is when you take a bunch of notes and put them in a row. That is the very basic explanation of it. Chords usually have a structure to them, and they have to follow a specific pattern. Sometimes they don't, if you're being a little experimental with it. But if you want, you know, your song to sound a lot more traditionally well put together, then you'd want to follow specific patterns. They're usually denoted with numbers of, like, the sequence that they're played in a key. And a key is just like a scale. It's a whole bunch of jargon that I'm not going to get into because normal people that aren't autistic for music don't usually want to hear about it, because it is kind of annoying to listen to, because it doesn't make any sense unless you can actually visualize it. Music is weird, dude. But at the very least, just think of it as the overall sound that changes every few seconds, depending on the beat. In this case, the key kind of changes. There's no chord change here at all, right? The electric... I want to say this is an electric piano, is kind of playing a chord right here. The bass is just playing a single key, or single note, I should say, actually. The melody is just a single note, nothing added. Now, you can kind of hear the bass is going back and forth between two different notes. This can insinuate a chord or a key. Well, it obviously insinuates a key, but it kind of insinuates a chord that the song is being currently played in. Especially if you include the other instruments in there, they all kind of work together to create a general chord. I don't know what this is currently, because I like tried to learn this on piano, but it's been a while, and also it's very difficult to play by myself on piano, because it is made for a band. But you know. So you can kind of understand a little bit what it's doing. So we have one chord here, one chord here. It's also kind of insinuated with the bass, because it's changing. It's going from dun 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 to dun 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 dun, which if you play that on piano together, which I can't do with my voice, will be very coherent. All right, next we have Funky. Let's listen to the low variant. I feel bad for Charlie. I think the low tracks usually play with empty space a lot. Not very, very simple. Nothing crazy. Usually just a slow beat. Can't play piano with my voice? Yeah, I can't. True. Ukulele and a harmonica. I have a harmonica. Where is my harmonica? Where'd it go? I just saw it. There it is. It is probably in C minor or C, so it's probably not gonna sound great with this music. Yeah, no, it does not sound great. I mean, kinda. There are some notes I can kind of put in there. Yeah, no, okay, it sucks. It's bad. Yeah, I'm not, yeah. Showing MTV, that is a very good way to put it. Just probably because it is mostly supposed to be kind of a background thing. It's nothing to write home about, right? But I like what it sounds like. Animal Crossing-y, honestly, that's a very good way to put it. One of the best things about these tracks is how you can kind of layer them on top of each other, compare them, and you can actually hear that they are exactly the same song, played in the exact same tempo, rhythm, whatever. Technically, like, they can be. You can layer them on top of each other and nothing bad will happen. They are meant to be identical in form. Because you'll hear this section later when we get to the high section, but it'll just have a much more interesting melody. Structure. So yeah, pretty studio-esque. Nothing really crazy going on here in the low version of Funky. Let's just listen to the very beginning of Funky, right? All right, you got that, chat? You got that little intro part? You got that little intro? This is the high version of Funky. Listen to this intro. Full band. We got bongos. We got drums. We got little plucks on the electric guitar. We got an organ. Kind of some sort of rock or jazz organ going on there. We'll have to wait a little bit for anything else to be added. Again, it's supposed to be background music. He's throwing air, raise your hands. I used to chew on hair. I got one dose of the soup that blinds you, so I don't do that anymore. I learned my lesson. We've got a fun little melody on the electric guitar. The bass is kind of pulling its weight here. And we have this long held note on the organ. And ready? We get rid of that organ, we replace it with this very, very nice melody from the brass section. Wonderful. Oh, dude, I love that. I love that. I love that. That's fun. That's fun. This is definitely one of my more underrated, like one that I kind of don't think about, but it is really fun to listen to. Especially listen to this part. Ooh, there was kind of some interesting stuff. That was kind of interesting what they did there with the brass. Listen to this. They kind of made it sound very dissonant, almost, in a way. Okay, they're building up, they're building up. Passionately talking about chat doesn't care. Real. You remember this, chat? Do you not remember this from earlier? You hear that build up? Let's go back to low. Remember? Right? All this build up, what do we got? The evolved version of that. I just really like the organ in this. This track is, it's very, as it says, it is very funky. I think this is a solid B. I just think there's a lot to talk about in these, at least a lot that I can very easily try and explain. Although if I was to explain everything, we might end up with a Toho. We might end up with a Toho stream. How long is the game? Let's see. There's 10 levels, and each level, if you don't really rush through it and you just kind of play, just to kind of play it, they might clock in at about an hour, maybe. So, like 10 hours of gameplay. Oh, my bad. There are these other sections that I haven't talked about, but in the game, there's black puddles of ink. And if you step in them, your music will become distorted. So, like, if we go to Blissful, this is what it sounds like. If we go back to Funky, this is what it sounds like. It's kind of like a version of the low, but it's a lot more distorted. Nostalgia Midnight. Very, very interesting. But let's move on to Unstoppable Low. Again, the low track's very simple. Nothing crazy going on. I think this has one of the better glow-ups. Say true. True. It's I think the best part about the low tracks is the fact that they're very empty, but there's a lot of reverb on what they use. Oh, that slow fade in with those trumpet. Very nice. You'll see how strong those are later on. Also, anteaters? Anteaters are cool. I like them. They're funny looking. They got a big nose. Oh yeah, there's always room for improvement with any language. My Spanish is terrible. I'm actually going to school for it right now. But my English could definitely get better, that's for sure. Okay, interesting. We're getting a little bit more of a unique rhythm going on here. I'm trying to figure out, I think... You can almost kind of hear the string literally moving with the bass. The natural sound of the bass, just because of how empty the song sounds right now. When is the Blob 3? Dude, I wish, but never. I hate to say it, man. But, that is never happening, as much as I would wish it to. Okay. Interesting key change there. Very jazzy. okay. We're kind of building on it just a little bit, adding more and more. We're almost to the end of the track, by the way. I'll say that this by itself... Oh my goodness, wait. Now that I think about it, I put funky low. Should I do both the lows? I might not do all the lows and the highs, chat. I might just combine them. I think funky itself is a B. We'll figure out unstoppable when we get there. I think this is the only one, or it might not be the only one. I have seen the Blob animation with Splatoon, and it's not awesome. I really hate it, actually. Right, so that was Unstoppable, right? Let's listen to Unstoppable again, just the beginning part. Alright, now let's listen to the high variant. Oh. Listen to that guitar. I love that. I love that. Be evil is easier, it's true. I like being evil. I like lying. I like lying to people. Because I'm evil. By the way, this track is called Radiant Day. I didn't say it, but Funky is just called the Funky Blob. That is the name of the track. But Unstoppable is named Radiant Day. Which Radians are actually the names of the inhabitants of the planet the Blob takes place on. Obviously, you can hear those. You could hear those fade-ins on those brass instruments. Very cool. Listen to that guitar work. Oh, dude, I love that. I like how it just, it's so slow, but it just kind of keeps kind of stepping up just again. What is brass like? Trumpet, trombone, tuba, French horn, stuff like that. In this case, it's probably only going to be trumpets and trombone. You're probably not going to hear the other two in there. The intro for GTA 3. I need to listen to that. Oh man, hold on. I know that I thought of this before, but this kind of seems like it's got like an off rhythm. Okay, it's still in 4/4, but the bongos are like kind of like they're kind of off just a little bit. Fortnite OST Part 3 one day. I do want to say, guitar carries so heavy here, dude. Ooh, especially right here. Listen to this. You got the organ coming in again with these little tiny chords here and there. Oh! That brass! The trumpets, dude! The bass is killing it. Just for that, this thing gets an A. It's good. It's good. It's good. Especially one of the most one of the most interesting and unique choices of... Oh yeah, that's the end of that. Which, by the way, that was in the low variant. We'll go back to the low variant. And we go to the very end, right here. Right? That's at the end. So that's pretty cool. Unstoppable as a whole, definitely an A. Actually, you know what? No, I'm moving it to S. And here's why I'm moving it to S. Because the slow build-up and the additions of all the layers in the low variant, excuse me, are done super well. The high variant is just an A by itself, but it wasn't for that low variant. Dude, it's good. All right, let's listen to the low variant of Righteous. If Blob spits on somebody, it would be considered as touching a summoner spitting. So it'd be considered spitting because he's like, what is he like? He produces it. He's kind of like a slug kind of guy. Dan from Music Theory for Gamers, dude. I love Dan. Is that the guy that does the? He has an electric guitar. Dude, if that's the same guy I'm thinking of. Best Music Coach. That's the name of the channel, right? Best Music Coach. I watched him a lot, like a while back. I want to say last year. I watched a ton of his videos. Either last year or the year before. Yeah, the guy with the huge smile. Yep. Best Music Coach. Yeah, that's all you had to say. All you had to say was huge smile, and I knew. So far, you know, nothing really crazy about this track, right? Which, I'm gonna probably say that for every low one, so make a counter every time I say that. Yes, he has Undertale videos. He has Undertale and he has Deltarune. He reacted to Big Shot. I like when a video game OST, he'll listen to it, and it's just, like, the best thing he's ever heard, and he's just, like, trying to figure out what facial expression to even make. That guy is funny. He is a good YouTuber. And all he does is just listen to music and talks about it. And, like, 8-Bit Drummer. I don't like 8-Bit Drummer. I don't know why I don't like him. He's a super chill guy. He even did the Blob, by the way. If you look up 8-Bit Drummer to Blob, he has a video of him doing one of these. I want to say it's Defiant he did. I don't know. I just never kind of liked his vibe. That could just be like a personal issue. Again, I think he's a cool guy. And what he does is very cool. He's chill. But I don't know. I've never just kind of liked the content, I guess. Even though I like drums. I don't know exactly what to say about this version of Righteous. It's very much nothing crazy to talk about. It's good, but that's about all there is to it. It's just a chill, not much to listen to. Okay, you wanna... Alright, chat. I'm gonna get canceled, right? Alright, ready? I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me canceled. Alright? There is one YouTuber. Actually, that's not true. There are multiple, but I'm not gonna talk about the other ones. We're gonna stay music related, right? Alright, that was Righteous Low. Let's listen to Righteous High. Let's go back to the low, just listen to that intro. Alright, ready? Here we go. There is beef, chat. Actually, there's no beef. It's completely one-sided. But there is one YouTuber, music-related, that I do not like. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that I really hate this guy's content. And I specifically told YouTube to never show it to me again. I know this is crazy. I know I seem like a pretty chill guy, but there is one person, music-wise, that I just can't stand, and I might get canceled for this, but I do not like the real Sully G. I don't like that guy. I really do not like that guy. I hate his content. It is the worst, most uninteresting slop content, in my opinion, that people glaze. He has so many followers for a gimmick that isn't interesting. But man, this music's goated. Maybe Sully G needs to get on some of the Blob music. Then maybe I'd like him. Listen to that. Listen to that. That synth, dude. Ooh! That brass melody. Listen to that. Listen to that. The da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's so cool. That's so cool. If you don't know who Sully G is, he's the guy who does the automaton videos, where he just takes a meme that is slightly popular and plays it on automaton and gets animator to like do the automaton or whatever to look like the video or meme or whatever. To me, it has got to be some of the least funny content that I see people glaze online. Which, to be fair, I guess I don't really see him getting glaze. It's more of just... he just kind of has a large following. Which I just feel like he personally shouldn't have. But, you know, who am I to talk? I have, like, not even 1% of his follower count. But, you know, it is what it is. This is so funky, by the way. Man, it's so goated. Okay, I know you didn't technically say anything wrong, but I feel like whatever that sentence is, my brain didn't like reading it, so I'm gonna time you out for that. You didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't like it. You got timed out for 10 seconds. I didn't like reading that. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm sure it looks cool, man, but I didn't like that sentence. I really didn't like that sentence. Man, listen to that record scratching, though. That was a cool section. Listen to this build-up. Evil mode? Yeah, I'm a little evil. I will say, the initial build-up here... where is it? This? I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. Dude, I'm sorry. It's so good. It's so good. What did Aaron say? I don't even want to think about what he said. That's how bad it was. That's how evil it was. That's how evil of a sentence it was. Let's listen to Euphoric. This is also called... oh, my bad. I meant to talk about Righteous. The name of the track is Into It. Yeah, just Into It. That is the name of the track. But we're going to listen to Euphoric, which is titled DB's 606. Also known as, well, I guess you could say the Blob 606, because, you know, that's what it's based on. This is the low variant. It is disco, so a little bit of a different, you know, vibe. We started off with something completely different. We kind of dabbled in some funk rhythms, jazz, you know, big band. Now we're moving back into a more unique genre, that being disco, which is one of my favorites. Favorite genres of all time, which I'm sad it's kind of died out, you know, in the music production world. I mean, people still like listening to disco pieces online, but I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of been taken out of the public view. It's all about pop, hip-hop now. rock kind of has a pretty generally strong audience. I don't think rock will ever die. Thoughts on Marco Meatball? I actually don't know who that is. Like, genuinely have no idea who that is. Rayman introduced you to disco? I'm kind of interested in Rayman. I know someone put it in the recommendations, so Marco was an opera singer? He did Guilty Gear. He did Ultra Kill. Yeah, I don't think I've ever... Oh, wait, no, I think I have... No, yeah, I've seen this guy. He reacted to Calamity Mod, I think. Yeah, he reacted to Calamity Mod. That's how I know this guy. I only seen him, like, once, and I was reacting to the Roy of the Jungle Dragon, so... I do know this guy. Oh, you were Rayman. W.
Dude, people don't vote for Rayman, which is weird to me because I thought Rayman was like a cult classic type deal. But people don't want to vote for it. Maybe I'm just putting it against things that people want to see more. I don't know. So one interesting thing I want to point out about Euphoric's low variant is the fact that it is extremely weird. It sounds weird. And I think the main reason for that is because I feel like disco isn't really supposed to be like this calm vibe to it. Rayman died, true. It's not supposed to have a calm vibe to it, right? Disco is literally meant to be played with dancing, right? Fast-paced dancing. Well, not really fast-paced, but it sounds very strange. This is very common for disco, right? But if we keep going, all it is just kind of like underlying bits of disco. But as we keep gaining intensity in the full song, this is something that you probably won't hear as often, especially near the end here, where it just keeps gaining intensity. Also, I'll check DM in just a sec. But let's listen to the high variant of Euphoric. Right off the bat, we got a clav. What are they called? Keyboard? My bad. Send the art with this text here. Dude, do whatever you want. I'm not gonna be happy seeing it, but you know, up to you. Right. Disco. This is great. We got that very rhythmic, systematic bass kind of climbing down. Slowly playing these very, very bold brass section kind of little bits here. The bongos are great. There's those one string thing, which strings are used pretty commonly in thing. What an interesting piece of art. So right, we're just kind of chilling. It's very simple.
Oh, classic. That's a classic disco move. You can hear the strings. That, man. That guitar, womp guitar, whatever you want to call it. The filter on that guitar, classic, of course. This is good disco. This is good disco. I think Euphoric used to be one of my favorites on the OST. I think I still really like it, but I think for a disco track, it's not as interesting. Disco is elevated very heavily by lyrics and singing, in my opinion. Think, you know, Earth, Wind, and Fire. But this is just fine. It's a great vibe. It's very, very nice to listen to. Very pleasant. Too much blob music. Dude, your brain is getting blobbed. I might take a short intermission because I do need to use the restroom. So after Euphoric, I'm going to throw up something else to listen to. I don't know what I'll do. So it's just very simple. Again, I used to like it a lot more. But I think I like understand a little bit more that it's really just kind of a simple, nothing crazy to be taken, like nothing serious to be taken. It's just fun. All right, I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna use the restroom, okay? And we're gonna throw on. What are we gonna throw on? Because apparently YouTube hates me and they blocked ad block. So we'll put on this. Yeah, there you go. 144p on YouTube. I wonder what that disco song is. All right, I'll be back. What in the world is that? Chat. I'm eating a cinnamon roll right now. Cinnamon roll. Yo, shout out cinnamon roll. Get the shot on my ear. How's it going, chat? We're back. So that was your fork, right? How are we doing? We still here? Did Be Right Back can get too boring? Who knows? Anyway, eating while we're starving. No, eat. Don't eat. Do not eat. Never eat. All right. Next we got Smooth. This is the reggae one. Very fun. I will say there's actually an extra track that comes with this, which is unutilized in the game. Starting to hate, yeah, real. I don't like that guy either. But there's something that's not used in the game, which is actually something that you will see in Blob 2. In Blob 2, songs have a few more kind of tiers to them, but they also have one more, which is the no color theme, which will play for, it basically doesn't sound anything like the final piece, right? All of these low ones so far in the first game sound basically like their final piece, right? They're just like a little bit slower, and they have less instruments, they're very simplified. However, in 2, they have these no color tracks which are entirely like dystopian sounding, very eerie, and use lots of spooky synths and stuff to make everything seem like a colorless wasteland full of slavery and misery that you need to, solve. And so the only track in Blob 1 that has this is Smooth. And while it's not used in the game, I still want to listen to the low variant, the high variant, and then we'll listen to the no color variant because I think it's very interesting to listen to. So here's the low variant. This is what you would hear if you actually played the game, right? Yeah, that's kind of real. That would be really funny. 30 minutes for each track, dude. 30 minutes for each track. So, it's got the low-high difference in game. So, what it is, let me find an image of this. My bad, chat. I think I just smacked my microphone. I don't know if I can find an image of the first game. There we go. I can find an image of the first game. Alright. So, in the game, you start off basically like this. You start off in a, landscape which has no color, no life, nothing. Basically, you got prisoners and stuff. It's pretty dreary. So this second that you start painting, there's no music until the second you start painting buildings, which is, by touching them, whatever. Yeah, like your soul, exactly. But as you keep painting more and more buildings, and as the area gets more and more lively, the music and the environments will start to change. So, for example, this is from the second game. Here, this is from the first game. ignore the GameSpot logo in the bottom. This is what it will look more like. You'll have more, you can't see it in this image, but there's usually guys kind of walking around partying because you freed them. But the music will intensify as you paint more and more buildings and bring more color and life into the world. So this is kind of as you're going around in a more desolate area. I think Blob 2 does a much better job with this kind of contrast because it's a much slower, like it's a much wider gradient. It's not very, it's like low 2, medium 2, which don't have very much differences in the Blob 1, which I'm only covering the low and high variants because that's the only thing this specific playlist covers, because if I tried to cover the low 1, low 2, medium 1, medium 2, high 1, high 2, if I was to cover all of those, it would take me actual years. Like, it would take me forever. But with just the low and high, I think we get a good idea. Here's the high variant of Smooth. So this soundtrack is called Dub Blob, which is funny because Kitt Dub, why? It's like that. It's D-U-B Blob, right? But the final version of the song isn't actually this high variant. This is only heard in the game. On the album and on the vinyl, which they actually released the vinyl. Welcome back, by the way. They actually used the one of the lower variants, not the high one. So if you got the vinyl and you got Smooth on there, it's not this version, unlike the rest of them, which almost all of them use high. But this is very fun. It's very playful, and while the original was very lazy, which I think is, you know, the point of the name Smooth, it's got that kind of tropical vibe again to it. Probably mainly because of the way that the brass instruments are played. They have this very unique kind of off sound to them. I think there's a saxophone in there. This is a saxophone, and I want to say that's a trombone and not actually a trumpet. So again, even in the high variant, this one is still pretty simple. Only having like 4 or 5 different instruments. I'm really liking the electric guitar, by the way. Oh, and listen to this. Ready? Listen to that bass, though. You even got a rock organ in the back, kind of playing one of those surf rock style chord progressions. Can't really hear it too well, but it's there. Basically, he's just going dun 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 dun. Also, yeah, what is the pound cheese people? I'm gonna assume that's what LB means. So, otherwise, very cool. Let's go ahead and listen to the no color variant now. And this one you can kind of immediately tell something is completely different. This is nothing like anything we've heard so far, but this is kind of a very experimental version of the vibe they went with in Blob 2. I think they nailed it much, much better in Blob 2. But this is the idea where it almost, if you really, really listen to it, you can hear the correlation between the no color variant and the actual song itself. But it's such a far cry from it that it's very interesting to listen to. I don't think we need to listen to the whole thing. I'll skip to the very end, to that one part that's pretty fast-paced. Again, this is something that they basically do for the second game. Alright, Smooth, in my opinion, is pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd say I'd give it either a B or an A. I really like the high variant, and the lower variant is always a treat to listen to, just because it's very chill. Now let's listen to Fearless. Low variant. Fearless, my bad, is also known as... I'm not sure. Thing doesn't list it here. For some reason. Maybe it's just an issue with the wiki? Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't seem to list it on the wiki, unfortunately. Also, I'm gonna ignore whatever's happening in chat. I don't know what Aaron's yapping about. But, point is, this is a pretty neat song. It's definitely a vibe. I think it's funny how earlier someone brought up like MTV and stuff like that. This definitely reminds me of like old sitcoms and stuff. Especially the kind of waviness of the electric guitar. Like that, specifically that now. I love that. We're gonna change to something a little different. Just a little fill. Right before we get into something a little bit different. Fandom wiki, yeah. Okay. Don't. I like that. Let's see. I'm on the fandom wiki. How is the fandom wiki not loading? Oh my goodness. It's the fandom wiki. I don't know what I expect. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to tell me what the actual song is called. Or track, my bad. But, you know, it's just a fun little one. Nothing to write home about for this track. I kind of honestly don't even want to listen to the whole thing, but I'm going to anyway, because I don't have much else to say about it. This track by nature is very repetitive. Yes, it's good, but even the main one itself, like the main high version, is very repetitive. My goodness, this next one is 7 minutes long. That's 14 minutes. Chat, I'm cooked. Oh my goodness, there's so much more. I might honestly stop listening to the low versions, guys. I'm getting hungry. And I still have homework that I need to do. And there's a lot left. I will finish this though. I'll finish this. For the next few, I might, yeah. I might not continue doing the low ones. Go eat a brick. What did I do to you? Why are you evil to me? Alright, now here's the high variant. Pretty different sounding, huh? I love the energy in this track. The bass, goated. No Monstercraft. You might have to wait. You might have to bring it up with me later on another stream. Next stream? Okay, how about this, Fish? Next stream, I promise we'll do Monstercraft. Actually, first thing we'll do Monstercraft, alright? Because I'm getting a little hungry. And I still have a lot to get through for the Blob. Chat is scaring you? Should I purge chat? Should I ban everyone in chat? Ooh, wait, I totally forgot about this. Chat, listen to this guitar solo. Look at it. I forgot this was the main defining feature of the song. Dude, that is so sick. And then we got like surf rock coming in here. What is this, dude? This is just a fun track. This is just fun. I don't want to say it's S, but at the same time, that guitar solo is so peak that I don't know. Like, I feel like I should. Ooh, listen to this. You got kind of a shared melody between the organ and the guitar. And they're gonna kind of differentiate a little. Now the organ's playing a different pattern. Kind of going back. I am a milkman, and my milk is a delicacy. That is so much better than the original. I am a milkman, and my milk is a delicacy. That's peak. Peak cinema. How many Marvel Rivals have I played? I haven't played Marvel Rivals, like, since January, dude. Nope. I haven't played Marvel Rivals since before January. Wait a minute, I've never heard this. I've never heard this, chat. This is new. Wait, this is a reaction in ranking. I've never heard this. I've never heard this section with the... This is a new guitar solo I've never heard. Hold on. I gotta listen to this. Ooh, okay. High notes? I've never heard that. I don't know. Oh! Yeah, I don't know how I've never heard that. I guess I didn't know that Fearless had a, like, different part to it. Because
every track that I have, like, every time I've listened to it, it has ended before that. Like, it hasn't looped twice, and in the second loop, it's different. Again, it's very repetitive, but I feel like just because of those specific ones, they just seem so peak to me. Wait, dude, they're pointing to each other. Wait, that's wholesome. Is that wholesome? I don't know if that's wholesome or not. It might be wholesome. I don't know. Anyway, so that was cool, right, chat? Did you like that guitar solo? I did. We're gonna listen to, now, Defiant, which is called... I want to say Splashback. This is actually, fun fact, the little drum solo at the beginning is the literal theme song of the game studio that made this. Blue Tongue Entertainment. Was it Blue Tongue Entertainment or Blue Tongue Studio? I don't remember. Which, actually, now that I think about it, it could just be the theme song for this game. They might have changed it for other games, but I don't know. Maybe they only made this game. Who knows? Point being, I'm gonna glare. No. I'm gonna skim the low variant here. Yeah, it's really nothing crazy. It's just this. Nothing insane. Just alright. Now let's listen to the high variant, right? This. Live reaction of Green Cat? I mean, Green Cat's in the bottom right. Didn't we say he was green? Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if the melody... Okay, the melody is being played by two instruments. It's being played by an organ, keyboard organ, but it's also being played by some other instrument, which I'm not sure if it's a guitar with a filter or a different keyboard, like a synth. But man, this is definitely one of the better songs in the OST. Not the best, but is definitely one of the better ones. He is reacting, look at him. Little green guy. He's not really green, though. There was frame 25 in a live reaction of Green Cat. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen to the changes of this. We're going into kind of a more flowy vibe. Listen to these brass. I love the organ. Goated. The bass is Loki carrying. Alright, now we have entered the section where they will build up to the drop. Very interesting choice of a keyboard there. I think they got like two different organs now. Listen to that build-up, chat. Listen to this build-up. Ooh. That electric guitar is so sick. Listen to that. Righteous has a goated, an absolutely goated guitar section, but this one's also so good. I'd say it's an S. I'd say it's an S. I will never stop glazing to Blob OST. Never. I will never stop glazing the Blob OST. I'll never do it. It's just too good, it really is. It really is the greatest. The greatest video game OST. Some people say it's the greatest. I'm not gonna glaze, but some people say. Some people. Not me, but some people. Now, usually, yeah, that's where the track would end. But, so interestingly, is the fact that Defiant actually has a second half, which is completely unchanged except for one bit. Let's move ourselves up to this build-up right here. And we're going to listen to the different version, which is usually played first in the actual game itself. This doesn't use an electric guitar. Instead, it uses a synth. Never mind, I guess I'm just an idiot. Okay. What? Chat, I've never heard this. This is new. Time is up. Aww. 7 out of 10 for the Blob, 8 out of 10 for Insaniquarium, 6 out of 10 for the other one. I mean, you had the most positive reaction to the Bejeweled Twist, or at least one of the tracks from Bejeweled Twist. You were spamming S++. But I hope you have a good night, Fish. Thanks for staying with us for so long. Cat also says bye-bye. Bye, kitty. So I guess I'm stupid because I didn't even know that existed. I thought it was a synth. I might be dumb, chat. I might be dumb. I might be dumb, chat. I'm not sure. It's my British accent. I might be dumb, chat. I'm not sure. It's my other British accent. Let's see. Let me look it up. Let me look up. Not Defiant. No, it is Defiant. Defiant the Blob. Maybe if I look it up on YouTube.com, I'll get the version that I'm usually used to listening to. And unfortunately, I got an ad, but I luckily muted it in time, so that's goated. Let's skip to this. Yeah, there we go. This is what I'm usually used to hearing. This is what's in the game. It's a synth. It's not a guitar like the other one was. It's the same exact melody as the guitar from the first half, but I did want to cover it anyway. All right, next we have Brazen. We'll just cover very quickly the high variant. We'll skim over the low later. Actually, let's listen to the low. Okay, this is going to be really hard to cover. Because Brazen, as a music track, is a little bit unique in the fact that the actual, I want to say the actual, the one from the soundtrack, like the one from the album, let me get it real quick, is a little bit different because it starts in the low half and then it will move to the high half. So let's try and get it here. And I think this is probably the definitive way to listen to this. Alright, starts off in the low. Very nice. We got a tuba, which is new. We haven't heard one of those yet, I don't think. We got this, like, kind of marching drum vibe going on.
the way that the chords and the way that the notes are used are very gives off a very lazy kind of vibe, right? That part 2, especially that right there. Okay. And I think this is where it's gonna start to pick up pace. Yep, here we go. Ooh, we got that piano arpeggio. Very, very bright brass section. And there's like 2 different pianos actually in this. Very interesting. Let me see if I can figure out if this is in standard 4/4. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Ooh. Peak? It is peak. It is literally peak. Listen to that. Listen to that piano, dude. It's so fun. It is a fun piece. It is fun. I think that's just the general vibe of the entire OST, though. It's just that it is very fun to listen to. Oh, we got a minor key now. Scary. How will we resolve this, chat? How will we do it? Well, we're not gonna do it yet. Bruce21 approves. Thank you, Bruce21. I approve of you. Oh? Okay, we kind of heard a little hint of how we're gonna resolve that. That was a way to do it. Let's see if we can get that chord back in here. Yep, there we go. Nope, we're going back down. Oh, but maybe we're going back up? Ah, unfortunate. It fades out. Wait, maybe I can hear it. Nope, it's just gonna keep repeating. Well, maybe if I go to the actual in-game variant, we'll see how it does that. It's probably going to be near the end. The actual in-game variant is definitely a lot lower quality. Does it also just fade out? Oh, it might. I guess it does just fade out. Nope, it just stops. Alright, well, next we have Revolutionary. But for Brazen, I think this is a solid A. It is an extremely fun track to listen to, don't get me wrong. I'll give it A. Alright, next we got Revolutionary. Very simple, I believe this is Samba. Pretty sure. Actually, I don't think it's Samba. I might have to look it up. Oh, no, wait, Salsa. Wait, I'm stupid. It's Salsa. Duh. Ooh, this chord progression. Listen to that. Fun. Very fun. Very, very fun. Let's see if I can pull back up that thing to see if it tells me what it says. Okay, soundtrack. This actually has a Spanish name. It's Un pasado lento de colores. I don't actually know how to pronounce. Is that an I? I can't tell if that's an. No, it's lleno, I think. Lleno. Un pasado lleno de colores. I don't know. It might not be pronounced that way because I'm still going through Spanish, but that's what it looks like. Obviously had something to do with colors, but you know. Parents just came back from Mexico. W. Write it. Let me copy, paste. But I have always loved this style of music. It's so... Oh, listen to this. Especially the bass as well. That trumpet. Just the way the piano is played in this style of music is great. Very fun. Yeah, I'm not sure if the double L there is supposed to be pronounced as just an L. I think it is supposed to be an A, but I'm not sure. But, you know, point being, Revolution, very good. Another A tier. Another A tier, of course. Now, this one is actually going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have to cover both the low and the high version of this because this is the final level. Basically, this piece, Victorious low variant, will play through the whole level all the way through until the very end because it is the final level and the only level that you can play this song. And at the very end of the level, you will actually fight the final boss, and the second variant, or the high version, begins playing when you fight that final boss. And that is how it goes. So let's listen to the low variant first. Right off the bat. Very interesting rhythm here. A past full of colors. That's very cool. It's A, yeah. Okay, good. There's not a whole lot to really think about right now, but the whole point of the track is to just kind of build up and build up and build up. So right now, we just have a very simple, one singular held note on the organ. It's pretty repetitive. Okay. Very interestingly, where's Energetic's actually next, by the way, after Victorious. It has these plucked chords that almost remind me a little bit of a more reggae song, but it's obviously very quick, and it does not have that rhythm to it. All right, we're moving back to that original part. There's a little bit more. Sorry if you could hear that, by the way. A little bit more added. The bass is playing very fast, which is pretty cool. Okay. Well, what's going on here? We're building up. Go back down so that we can keep going even higher. I want to say I've heard this chord progression a lot, but I'm not sure where I've heard it. Okay. A little section to kind of break up that part from the next. Okay. A couple little hits in there. Having a little bit of a different rhythm to our percussion. Okay, okay. What are we building to? Are we building to something? We are, chat. Doesn't seem like much, but later on when we listen to the high variant, it's going to be very apparent what it's trying to do here. Listen to the drums. Adding a little bit more organ. Ooh. Okay. I'd say that's a pretty nice build-up. It's nothing crazy. But that's because we're listening to the low variant, chat. We're listening to a shadow of what the true nature of Victorious is. Victorious is one of the cooler, one of the most interesting pieces in this soundtrack. Here's the high version. Right off the bat, we're bringing back that really fast, played, kind of muted electric guitar. I don't know, I just love the texture of that. It sounds so cool. It seems like it's played a little bit faster. You got the presence of the brass here, but there's a little bit more. To Blob, my favorite OST? That's a really hard one. I have so many favorite OSTs. I would love to say The Blob is my favorite. I want to say just because of my history, it has to be both of them at the same time. But if it's not both of them at the same time, it can't be either. Because The Blob 1 and 2 are both peak. But would I really call it my favorite? I'm not sure. I think, what about Broken Age? Definitely not my favorite, but it is really good. Okay. This is the beginning of the end, chat, right here. We have this really fast-paced, very, very bright, and yeah, Victorious, as the name implies, sounding piece right here. Little section. We're gonna slow down a little bit. And then we're gonna get to that really long part that's built up. Now it's just percussion. We're gonna keep playing little hits here and there. Eventually we're gonna add some more held notes. Listen to those drums. Okay. The bass, now constantly playing a single note. Every 4 counts, I want to say. Actually, it might be 16 instead of 8. All right, we got a maraca in there, or some sort of shaker. Organ. Just gonna keep building. Another one. The drums do that weird thing every now and then. More? Oh. Such a worthwhile build-up. Such a worthwhile build-up. Listen to this. I don't know. To me, it's just such a fulfilling piece. Unfortunately, I'm sad that it doesn't last for as long. Like, that part that it builds up to doesn't last for very long, but it does go right back to this. Going from this. It's chill. It's chill. It's whatever. I'm a little sad that it's not, you know, as long for that build-up. But man, that build-up is just so cool. I love it so much. All right, chat. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to listen to this. We're all going to have to listen to this. I mean, you could click off if you wanted to. But we're going to listen to Energetic. No one's favorite. I hope. But I learned my lesson. Energetic isn't as bad as I made it out to be. It's just percussion. There's a whistle in there. There's some sort of string instrument. Come on. It's not just percussion. We'll get more stuff later on. It's just percussion. One of the classics. One of the classics. I'm just surprised it's as long as it is. Recreate the moment right now. I don't even remember what I said. That is really all I remember saying is just, it's just percussion. I think at some point I was done. I was so occupied yelling at it. Crash out. I was crashing out. I was crashing out over it so hard that I started to lose my voice. Alright, we got the Quika. The thing is, I really like the build-up. It's just that the build-up ends in such... It ends in a way I don't like, is what what really just makes me unhappy about it. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. That's the style, and, you know, I'm gonna have to live with it. I could always imagine that there would be a better version that could have been made. I'm not going back and watching that video, no. But I've come to appreciate it. It's not as bad as I made it out to be. It's not just percussion. There is detail that has gone into this. It is great. It's just not for me. And then unfortunately, that's just how it has to be. You know, agree to disagree kind of deal. I will say I do really like the vibe it gives off. It's definitely energetic, without a doubt. Whatever string instrument they're using, that's the only part that I like. Yes. Of course. I don't have much to say about this. Aside from the fact that I've matured. And I actually do like this song. I do like it. It's not as bad as I made it out to be originally. It's a C. It's a C because, well, there's so much in it that I do like. There's so much that I unfortunately just can't enjoy. So it has to be a C. And that's just how it has to be, right? That's how it is. But cool. Cool. I think that the idea, like what the actual context behind it is a lot cooler than how it sounds. But anyway, we only have 6 more left to go, chat, and these are all sprints. They're just very short little bits and bobs, and a lot of them are kind of meant to be somewhat similar to other ones. I'm not sure exactly which are which, but let's start with sprint 1. Let's see. I think this could probably be a tribute to I don't remember which one that is. I think that's it's either Righteous or Funky. I think that's Funky. So this is kind of similar to Funky in a way. So the context of these are that these are like little puzzle levels where you're given a little mission. You got a certain amount of time. So these all have a very specific ending to them because that is the ending that happens when you run out of time. So you're given the exact amount of time it takes to do these musics. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I think this is a fun little one. I'm kind of digging the guitar. It's pretty good. It's just a light addition, but I think it adds I think it's a pretty nice addition, all things considered. Man, this is a long stream, by the way. I'd say it's a B. Oh, along with Funky. Oh, that part's pretty good, though. Ooh, changing key? Alright. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I can't tell if that's a guitar or a bass, but I'm liking that guitar more. I'm sure it's just a guitar. Yep, here's the little build-up. And that's when you run out of time. Very cool. Alright, next we got Sprint 2. I mean, you could kind of think of these as like a shorter version of the Blitz from Bejeweled Twist. This doesn't exactly have a correlation to a track, but I'd say it's kind of like Victorious in a way. I mean, in a way. It's definitely not a one-to-one. If anything, the way that brass is played, it's kind of similar to Smooth. Ooh, these hits though. I like that. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty fairly a kind of different, shorter, more coherent version of Victorious. I actually really, really like this one. Mainly because of the brass section. But I also really like the way that this guitar is being played. And I really, yep, that non, oh my goodness, why am I not resolving? It doesn't resolve at the end, which is really cool. So let's listen to Sprint 3 while I check the Discord. Okay, interesting start. Yeah, sure, yeah. That's a good meme. That's good meme, good meme, good meme. W meme. I think they all kind of take a little bit of inspiration from Funky now that I think about it. This is a lot more chill. A little bit more mellow, too. Excuse me, chat, don't mind me just moving my microphone. We only have 3 left, and then we'll be done for today. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is really anything super interesting. I really like the vibe, though. I'd say this is probably a C. It has a distinctive lack of a lot of brass in it, so should have recreated the moment. Nah. I'm no YouTuber. I'm just a guy who wants to share my music taste with people. Very interesting way to end off, though. I think that's definitely a C. Oh, print. I forgot to put the S. Sprint. There we go. Sprint 4. Okay, yeah. This one's very, very obviously based off of Blissful. Actually, it just straight up rips the melody. Listen to that. That's just from the song. It's almost a lighter version. Very much... It's like if you took the original and you instead made it to be like Animal Crossing or video game elevator music. There you go. It turned into elevator music. Okay, we're adding a little bit more. Oh, that electric guitar is... Oh, that's immaculate. Such a humble addition. Almost as if nothing quite is happening, but it's a perfect addition. It's very goes on very unnoticed, but adds so much to the texture. That is a very interesting way to end off that very bright and wholesome track with this kind of strange, deeper tone. I actually really like this. I'll give it another A. Next we got Sprint 5. And then after that we have Sprint 6, which is the last one. The beginning of that, a little bit reminiscent of Defiant. The bass is pretty fun. Alright. Got like a cowbell or something. Or we got like 2. Interesting choice of percussion here. This one is very even crazy way to end it, by the way. That is an even stranger way to end it. But that one's fun. I give that a B. And last but not least, chat, for the stream, we got Sprint 6. Let's run it. Okay, that's just straight up the Defiant drums. Defiant drums, but using the Fearless vibe. Oh, this one's so good. Oh, I love this. Dun, 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 dun. That melody's great. From the brass section. A very tasteful chord change. That's a quote from one of those. I want to say that is righteous. Again, pretty cool chord change there. Back to the roots. Now we're going back up again. Gonna go back down to the root. Yep. Oh, changing? Nope. No change. I think this is probably one of the better ones. Sprint 2 or Sprint 6 are the best. I'd probably go ahead and put this in S. This is probably definitely the best one. Okay, yeah, that one. Yeah, we're gonna time you out for that one. Why does it delete all of the messages? Like, I just want to... Just that one. That's the only one. That's my thoughts exactly, right? Very, very good way. Very good way to end off. Very good way to end off. Very good way to end off. And that, with that, chat, that is the Blob. Let me know what you think, guys. Do you agree? Do you disagree with my rankings? Let me know. Very good soundtrack. I will glaze this thing to the end of the earth, but it's goated, so I don't feel bad about it. But that being said, why don't I put on some freaking the Blob from the second game? This one, maybe? No, not this one. Maybe? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right, that's good. This is from the second game, by the way, but we're not going to listen to it right now. Toxic. Oh, I'm not toxic. I'm being real. Anyway, so that was my rankings. Ignore that flash for the Blob 1. There was a lot that I went through. I probably shouldn't have gone through that much, but I think that's fair. I wanted to talk about it, so it's pretty cool. I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to go eat, dude. Like, I am so hungry. So, again, join that Discord if you haven't already. Let me know OSTs you want me to rank in the future, if you're watching this for the first time or whatever, or if you just haven't done it yet. But yeah, it's been a long time since I started streaming. I just don't. Those days were so much different. Back on Twitch, I mean, I didn't really do too much differently. It's just that I guess I've forgotten how far, not really how far I've come, but how long I've done this. Like, 3 years is a long time. Sure, there was a little few month break, like, at the end of last year, but, you know, that's not that crazy. That's like, what, 12? No, that's not even 12 streams. That's like 7. if we're talking a good month, that's like 4. But a little bit of a longer stream today. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It is true, all of those were the first 3 ones that I ever ranked. I think after that, I did like all the KK Slider songs from Animal Crossing. But yeah, so I definitely come a pretty long way. But I do want to thank everyone who has watched me for as long as they have. Because me personally, I probably would have fallen off my channel so hard by now. But I have 400 subscribers. You know, that's a lot of subscribers. 4 subscribers per video. You know, not the greatest rate, but some more than others. But I'm very glad that people actually do like kind of listen to these video game OSTs, and I hope some of you actually come to enjoy some of them, because I like showing them off, and I like listening to them too. I actually, it is one of my favorite things to do. It's just like, also, yeah, rip Asteroid BK. We did use the Blob. I did use the Blob thing that he put up. So rest in peace, Lil Bro. My first ever viewer. Started how it ended, right? But anyway, again, thank you everyone who watched the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and go eat something. So I see you all. Have a good day or night or wherever you are. You know how it is. But thanks for watching the stream, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.